When they paint the image that I was this monster who picked up like these altar boys along the street and swatted them like flies, I said, this is ludicrous.
Alright everyone, get ready because today we're stepping into the life of one of the darkest figures to ever haunt America's suburbs, John Wayne Gacy. This is the guy who gave the phrase killer clown a whole new meaning. So if you thought clowns were creepy before, just wait. This story, it takes a twist to a whole nother level. Born on March 17th of 1942, John Wayne Gacy was a Chicago kid. But he didn't exactly grow up in a picture-perfect family. His dad, well, let's just say mean doesn't even cover it. We're talking verbal, physical, and emotional abuse. The whole horrifying package. Little John here was a chubby kid with a heart problem, and his dad hated that. Every insult, every slap, every moment of feeling like he wasn't enough. It all added up. Now, is that an excuse? Definitely not. But it's how the monster started brewing. Fast forward to the 70s, Gacy's managed to clean himself up. On the surface, anyway, he was a typical all-American guy in his neighborhood, successful businessman, kids, wife, and just to top it off, he volunteered as Pogo the Clown at kids' parties. Because what can go wrong with a man painting his face and entertaining children, right? But here's the kicker. While Pogo was putting on a happy face for kids, family man Gacy was harboring one of the darkest secrets in American history. Between 1972 and 1978, Gacy was luring young men to his house. Sometimes with promises of work, sometimes with the lure of friendship, and sometimes just by pretending to be the nice neighbor down the street. Now here's where it goes from creepy to full-on horror story. Gacy didn't just kill his victims, he buried them in his own home. Yeah, that's right, he hid 29 bodies in the crawl space underneath his house. The neighbors even started noticing a smell. You'd think that would have been a hint, but nope. For years, this guy got away with murder, literally right in his own backyard. Then, on December 11th of 1978, 15-year-old Robert Peace goes missing. His last known words to his mom. He was going to talk to Gacy about a job. That was the clue police needed. Finally, someone was connecting the dots. When police went to Gacy's house, they noticed a stench so strong, it practically slapped them in the face. So they decided to dig. And dig they did. What they found in that crawl space was every cop's worst nightmare. Body after body after body after body. In the end, they uncovered the remains of at least 29 young men and boys. Under that house. Imagine that discovery. 1 minute you're a cop just doing your job. And the next, you're uncovering the crime scene of the century. Gacy's trial kicked off on February 6 of 1980, and let me tell you, it was a media circus. Gacy tried the insanity defense, claiming multiple personalities and all that. Classic "it wasn't me" defense, but the jury wasn't buying it. They saw the cold, calculating man beneath the clown makeup. On March 13th of 1980, Gacy was found guilty of 33 murders. Yes, 33, and sentenced to death. But here's the wild part. While he waited on death row for 14 years, Gacy started painting these self-portraits of himself as Pogo. And people actually bought them. Imagine having that on your wall. People's morbid fascination with this guy ran that deep.
14 years after he was convicted for the torture murder of 33 young men and boys, John Wayne Gacy has been executed. He died early this morning of a lethal injection in an Illinois prison.
Finally, on May 10th of 1994, Gacy got his curtain call. He was executed by lethal injection. Some say he went out calmly, which honestly feels like a pretty soft ending for what he did. But his story, his horrors, they still haunt the public to this day. Gacy wasn't just a killer, he was a monster who hid in plain sight, right there in quiet neighborhood, pretending to be the friendly guy next door. Next time you see a clown at your party, maybe think twice about what's really behind that smile.